Good afternoon and welcome to AUMcuisine. Here's bringing you another lovely episode. When I was a little girl growing up, I loved this next dish that I'm going to make for you. My mom always made it for us, and she really thought, that if her kids ate this, that they're not going to have any problems with digestion or eyesight. And it was not an old wives' tale. My mom was absolutely right. So I'm going to bring you this really wonderful recipe. It's heart healthy, it's really good for your eyesight, it's good for your joints, and it's just flavorful. So here I have a wonderful CoCo'Mon lemon ginger coconut oil. Coconut oil is wonderful. Of course, it comes from Kerala. Not this particular one, but usually coconut oil is very famous in Kerala, rather. Get coconut oil from all over the world. And this coconut oil is a very good source of medium chain triglycerides or fatty acids. And the good thing about it, if you can just look at it, you can see the consistency. It's almost like butter, right? And it's a great source of lauric acid and caprylic acid. So if I just put it in there, allow it to melt really nice. We're going to put in some cumin seeds for digestion. Oh, it smells so delightful in here. And we put in some coriander seeds. And immediately toss some red onions. It smells like a party in here. Super duper party. You don't have to wait for too much time. You just add in the carrots, like so. What I love about this recipe is that it takes a bit of India and a bit of Japan and brings it all together. And it's so creative to eat. See, if you give kids, or even an adult, just some rice in a bowl, might not look very appealing. But if you make some carrot rice and roll it up into balls, and I'll show it to you the way that we plate it, it's absolutely tasty. And I love the colors coming through, I love the colored food popping alive, and I think all of us should eat only that way. I'm going to put in some Garam Masala. So Garam Masala, as you've heard me say before, is a bunch of wonderful exotic spices. Every family has its own recipe, and I do hope you get your hands on a really authentic kind of Garam Masala. You can always email us and I'll let you know of a fabulous source, or we can just mail some of our Garam Masala to you. This is so tasty, like so tasty. And right now, we add some powdered Himalayan salt. Right there. Make a little space in your pan in the center. And take in some brown rice and put it right in the center. At this point, you should add some turmeric. Now, turmeric, of course, has all the lovely anti-inflammatory properties. I'm just going to quickly wash my hands. And it has antibiotic properties, antiviral properties. It's just a wonderful thing. It's a great preventative to make sure that you don't get any cancer or Alzheimer's. It is a constituent in curry, but not really curry powder. A lot of people do think that turmeric and curry powder are one and the same thing, but that's not necessarily true by any stretch of imagination. It's just the moisture cooking it through. Just absolutely tasty, and it's so quick to put together. Then when this is intermingled a little bit, make another little here and bring in more cooked rice. And always remember, when you're cooking your rice, you want to soak your rice overnight and then cook it in order to make sure all the phytic acid goes away, because you don't want your phytic acid in your rice demineralizing your bones, so that won't be such a good thing. So just make sure that that goes away. And that's it. So with this, you should remember that you're always adding less rice than the vegetable, right? We're just using the rice to come in through like a binding agent, and of course for its fiber. But we're really going to make more use of the carrots. It's like absolutely tasty. And the way that we're going to plate it, truly, truly delectable. Just a teeny weeny bit of salt more to spice. We're gonna make the balls very soon, and then I'll show you how to plate. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. So I'm gonna show you how we make these little balls first, okay? So it's really simple. Just hold them down in your hand like that, like so, and have them like that. Pretty rustic, right? Let me show you one more. God, it's so tasty. It smells so good. I can tell you it's going to be really tasty. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up to plate. Very important. So we have a few balls done ahead of time. And you know what I like about these carrot balls? It's very simple, right? It is very nutritious, extremely easy to make, and very easy to plate. You can't go wrong with something like that. So I put one cucumber down like that, the ball on top. Then a ball down and the cucumber on top. Similarly, cucumber down, ball on top, ball down, cucumber on top. You get the idea. So really simple to do. So what can be done is like so. Then we'll put this down and that on top. Then we'll put in the next, this on top, that down, this on top. Isn't that gorgeous? And what I like to do is put one big one there, lined up, keep that flat enough, and put another one. In order, usually, for it not to fall, because sometimes this can topple. What you can do is to just make it more flat so it doesn't move. Some people do take a toothpick and put it right through. This is a very spring dish for me. I like to put in some edible flowers. Done in a not so, oh, this is pink, that is pink, I gotta make sure the color combination is perfect. Not required at all. You want to make sure that you place a cap of basil, just one or two of them. And you want to make sure that a little bit of cucumber is placed on the side. And then the fennel leaves, right, like that. I normally take some coconut oil, just for the center one, and place it like that. And on it, to create more visual integrity, I put in my fennel. Now it's very important when you pick out your flower that it doesn't fall up. So use your tweezers. You can also use a carrot piece very gently like so, so it doesn't fall. Here we are, an absolute visual masterpiece. Fabulous to taste as well. I'm not going to kind of mess that up. I'm just going to try some of this. It reminds me of my mom. I call her Mamuchi. Love you, Mom. And this is one of the most wonderful things that you ever fed me growing up. And I'm so glad I can share this recipe with the rest of the world. Happy eating.